What's up guys, Xanafog here once again, and today I'm starting out on the menu screen because I'm trying something a bit different. I'm gonna go through some of my single player worlds, specifically the ones that I have been playing on quite a bit recently, because I've been making some command creations. It's no, don't get your hopes up, it's nothing like good, like the professional ones you see by like McMackenstein, those people. Like, they're, like, actually good at making this stuff. I am not. But I'm just going to take a look through some of my worlds and hopefully find something good. Well, when I say find something good, I know I am because it's on the worlds that I'm going to look through, and when I say some worlds, I mean two. But that doesn't matter. Let's get started. I'm going to start on dice roll. Yeah, it's pretty much what the title says it is. It's a dice. I built a little stage thing for it. And you hit the button, it rolls, and it comes out with a random number. That one was 4. Let's try again. Da 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 da. 2. Can we get a 6? Can we get a 6? Give me 6. That's literally the exact opposite. You got the 1 here, and the 6 on the opposite side. That's annoying. Give me a 6. I'm not leaving until I get a 6. That's a 5. Give me a 6. I'm not leaving until I get a 6. Yay! So you can see we have the roll die sign. It tells you what to do. You have a button. When you press the button, it changes to rolling die, and the button disappears so you can't spam it and break the whole machine, because that would be annoying. These command blocks are just aesthetic, because I can. The main commands are inside there, which I will show you now. Here we go. Yes, I know, I can do it in a lot less command blocks than these. In fact, a lot of them are actually, if you look at the right ones, yeah, a lot of them are empty, because they're just connecting command blocks that connect other ones to other ones. Because I built some sections before others, because I would build a section and then it wouldn't work, so I'd have to change a different section, which meant it was shorter, which meant I had to add in empty command blocks to connect, but it doesn't matter, alright? And there's a much faster way to do it than all of this, and I know there is, but I'm doing it this way anyway, because I don't want to have any outside help from other people, basically. I wanted to do all of this myself, and have no sort of help with commands, and I managed to do it. So there you go. We have these armor stands here. These are used as selectors to choose which number will be displayed on the dice. I think it's this command block that does it. Yep, select a random type of the armor stand with a score of stand score of 1, and it'll select the choice. It'll set the choice as 1 for a random one of them. The reason I've given all of these have a stand score of 1, so that if I accidentally place down another armor stand out there or something, it won't count that one and break the whole machine, because that would be annoying. So all these have a score of 1, and then it'll select a random one, give it a choice of score of 1, so that's the one that gets chosen. Then it checks which number it is. There's a much faster way to do this, I just don't know it. You see this number here changes with each one. And depending on which one it is, it'll clone a different one of these dice down here that I built beforehand, and it'll put it up here. I like that system. Oh, I was inside it then. This is really trippy. If ever you get 3 black corners, it's so black, you don't know whether it's a block or whether it's a hole. Like, that looks like a block sticking out. It's really weird, but it's not. It's just there. Anyway, some more of the oh, that's outside. There you go. Some more of the commands. Here, it counts up. It adds 1 to the score of count, and then when count hits 20, it changes a command block further down here. That one specifically that I'm highlighting now, it changes that to face that way, which executes all of these command blocks which end it. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of other stuff with other things, and yeah. So that's the dice roller. It's pretty cool. You can see it all changing. It's not just the front face that changes either. All of them are in the proper places as they would be on a normal dice, which I thought was quite good. It took me a while to figure that out. Like if you look online for like, if you search on Google DiceNet, which will give you like a view of all 6 sides, like all of them are different. There's not one that looks the same as the other. They all have the different numbers in different places, and like half of them have these blocks like this, half of them have them in this spot here, like that. Yes, like that, just like that. And no, just no. I spent just an hour building all these different dice because I didn't know how to actually build them properly. So that was fun. Yeah, that's about it for this world. If for anyone that's actually watching and cares about my content, not many, feel free to try and make a better one of these if you want, and tag me on Twitter at Xanderfogo. I bet you couldn't guess that one, because I want to see it. I want to see how short people can make it, because I know for a fact that this is way too long. And I myself could make it shorter if I looked like 2 things up, but I'm not going to. For none of the commands that you will see, I've not looked anything up. It's all my own commands, and that's why I'm impressed with them. So, back to menu, and now we're going into creation.com. Don't question the world name. So this one, we'll ignore that for now. That's not really commands. That's just my version of a jungle temple with a butt ton of traps in it, and a lot of TNT. If it explodes randomly throughout this video, it's because there are tripwires and a mob had spawned. Okay, anyway. So, all these command blocks here is what I'm going to be talking about. These ones here, and these ones here, control the arrow of explosions. This arrow is pretty self-explanatory, as I try to type out a word and talk at the same time. You shoot it at a block, it explodes. Any block. You shoot it at a mob, the mob explodes. You shoot it at a mob, the mob explodes in a very spectacular fashion. Whee! That's quite entertaining, actually. I hadn't actually paid attention to where their corpses go, but it turns out they go to mob heaven or something. Well, they attempt to go to mob heaven and die halfway up. That's nice. So anything you shoot, it will explode. You can shoot a load of arrows, they'll bounce each other around a bit, go in different directions. So, nice and fun, nice and fun. It actually, for each arrow, there are 3 explosions. You can hear that there's more than one in how it explodes. Same for if you hit a mob, there's 3 explosions. You can see that. Oh god, it's lagging a bit. So too many command blocks. So this one checks for the arrow and gives it a score of 1, so that only these specific arrows with these effects on will be explosive arrows. This one checks if it's in the ground, gives it the in-ground score of 1, and then this executes on an arrow that is in the ground with the correct data type, and it just summons TNT. 1, 2, and 3 times. And then it kills the arrow that's in the ground with the correct data type. This one, it's a lot more simple. Just, it'll check if a mob has been hit, because these are affected arrows, or tipped arrows, that's it. These are tipped arrows, so they'll give a mob a effect when hit, and if the mob has that effect, it'll give it the hit tag with 1, and then it'll summon TNT on it 3 times. Or if one thing that's particularly entertaining is if you give a mob like 1,000 health, it just explodes and sigh. If you give a mob 1,000 health, it just explodes again and again and again until all of that 1,000 health is gone. Let me just fix the floor up a bit and reload the jungle temple. Yeah, it has a bit of TNT in it, if you couldn't guess. Thank you. This is the arrow of removal. This one is controlled by these command blocks just here. There's not that many. It's pretty simple, to be honest. So, checks for the arrow, checks it's in the ground. If it's in the ground, it'll fill a 3x3x3 area with air, and then it'll kill it. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. Just use it to dig massive holes. There's no restriction. You can dig through bedrock if you want. I don't really care. The effect, however, when it hits mobs, I thought, see, it could just kill them straight away, because that's sort of what you would expect it to do. It's an arrow of removal. But see, then that leaves a body. But if we're truly just removing them, we want them to just disappear. You take the mob, and it disappears. Straight up. Just gone. Gone. Just dead. Straight up gone. Out of existence. How do I do this? Test for the mob with the effect that the arrow gives, and then just teleport it below the world. It's surprisingly effective. So yeah, this one can also remove things like lava. It's good at that. But yeah, it does sort of just flow back in though. Can we get rid of all the lava? Dun 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 dun. Yeah, we did it. Wait, there's some left here. There you go. All the lava's gone. For all you people that have died in lava, that's for you. That also includes me because I suck at this game. And here, last but not least, we have the Arrow of Creation. This one took quite a bit more work. This is the very long line of command blocks here. This long line is specifically for the mob one. When you hit a mob, this line will execute, and you'll see that in a minute. First, we'll do the basic one, though. So, test for that, test it's in the ground, kill it at the end, and in between, it'll just summon a cube of dirt. Just dirt. Nothing but dirt. I mean, it's not the most useful arrow, but it's fun to mess around with. If you shoot too fast, it does kind of pile up in your face. And it won't stop at your face either, it will keep going. I'm now stuck in my own dirt. There we go. Well, I think I've killed all the mobs. Hang on, I need to find a mob. Hey look, I found one. If you shoot a mob, it duplicates. And it duplicates exactly. This zombie horse is missing 1.5 hearts from the hit, and so is this one. These are all at full. Okay, well, these are all missing half a heart. But if I hit this one, both these have the same health. And if I hit this one again, oh, I missed. Hit this one again, both these have the same health. They duplicate exactly. Now, since there's no way to just directly duplicate the oops. Since there's no way to directly duplicate the mobs as far as I'm concerned, I had to summon a structure block which copied entities and then loaded in again. Now, it happens too fast for you to see it, but if for example, we place a wall of blocks here, yeah, fine then. Just my testing subject just left me. I am trying to seal them in a container where they can't move. Yeah, screw it, we'll use the baby. Get out of here. Right. So you'll see. Stand against the wall. These mobs actually hate me. Oh my lord. Fine. There you go. Now you're trapped in a smaller area. That's your fault. Your fault. You'll see. If I shoot them, it removes this area of sand because that's where the structure block activates. That's where the structure blocks get placed when, and then removed again. And you can just keep shooting them, keep duplicating them. Though be careful because they do all have the same health, and you will slowly just kill all of them at once. I think that was max entity cramming. Okay. Yeah, that's about it for these arrows. You can, to be honest, this is probably the most effective weapon out of all of them. Just no escape, just death. Death to all of you. No, don't duplicate. Suffocate them. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop torturing zombie horses now. even though they're technically already dead, that doesn't matter. Now we'll move on to what this line of commands is for. This is for the custom crafting of the arrows, which is actually kind of interesting. Now, if I take a dispenser, no, if I take a dropper, place it straight below me, and then inside it I put 2 TNT, a tripwire hook, and 2 arrows. In this configuration right here, let me actually get off it, and then when I stand on it, it gives me the arrow. It's the exact same arrow I have in my inventory, does the exact same thing, and it explodes. That is the crafting recipe for the arrow of explosions. For the arrow of removal, you get 1 ender eye, 2 obsidian. As you can see, I gave them all like nice little colours to sort of represent what they do. Our arrow of explosions is red because TNT, removal is black because void, and creation is white because why did I make that one white? I don't know. Oh, because it uses bone meal in the crafting recipe. That's the only reason. Yeah, this gives you an arrow of removal. And for this one, it's really simple. 1 bone meal, 2 dirt, and 2 arrows. Put these in the crafting grid like this. All the recipes are similar in the same sort of shape. Stand on it, and you get an arrow of creation. They're only white because of the bone meal. You can get to see it on a little tip there. You see that tiny amount of bone meal on the tip? Yeah, that's why they're white. I just have this in here and a bunch of the arrows. I created these dispensers, so if I need more arrows, I can just do that, and it's in there, because when you place them down... Also, Great. If they're not stood up the right way, it won't work. You cannot stand on them, because it specifically tests for the dropper facing upwards. So you have to do that for it to work. Yeah, that's about it. I haven't done... Oh, I don't want to throw that away. Put that back in there. I haven't done much else. How long is the video? 17 minutes. That's a good length to end it at. It's been a boring video, but it's a video. You see absolutely nothing. Let me just... There you go. It's not going to turn on by accident anymore. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you guys next video in another 2 months, because that is my upload schedule. Don't question it. It's working. Well, no, it's not working. It's really not working. But whatever. Just there. Well, thanks for watching. See you later. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Blah blah blah. I don't really care. And yeah. Peace out.